Good day, guys. I hope we are all good. I hope we are all good. Welcome to Tuesday analysis on booming crash synthetic indices. So, starting with C5, let's see what was happening with C5. C5, we're looking to short it yesterday. We're stalking it here. We took a sell, price retraced and took us out. That's the only trade we had. We stoked it again here. This didn't follow through. Continued being bullish. So C5, we didn't have any successful trade yesterday. So today what I noticed is they creating a pattern, or they created a pattern right on the previous day's high. We had the first delivery of price to the downside. Price retraced. I was hoping they would come here. On this zone here, but they didn't. So I didn't stoke on it enough. They set a new peak, broken order block here. Short-term trade. They can potentially push all the way to the 800 EMA before the bullish move continues. So is it possible to get into this trade? Yes, it can be possible. Let's just see where we can enter. Okay, right here you see price is also in a zone, so let's not forget this zone here, which was broken and retested coming from this area here. So price can still push up. That's also possible. Let me see how they are delivering right from the weekly. Okay, so if we zoom in, last week we had a bit of a bullish week. So what could happen this week? We're right on the 13 EMA, meaning there will be many stop hunts here. Price will take people out first before whatever move happens continues. So either we'll push up or we'll come back down somewhere into this area we marked yesterday. So from the weekly, we're not clear on our directional bias. We could be bullish, we could be bearish. Anything can happen where the price is. On the daily, we've taken out some liquidity. 1, 2, 3, 4. Liquidity from the past 4 days has been taken out. So any buy stops or all those who are in buys, price is currently taking them out. So there is nothing wrong with buys here, because that's where the price action currently is leaning towards. It's in a buy motion. If you look at this daily chart, so this was the beginning of Feb. We created this high, we came, took out this low, created a pattern here, first push up, slowed down a bit, second push, retracement, bouncing off this zone here. So looking forward for a continuation of the buys, unless price wants to come and interact with the 50 maybe, or this zone here before it continues pushing up. So that's my current daily view. So we open to see price go either way. On the H4 peak, order block broken. This sort of gives me a sell bias for the day based on this particular time frame. But at the same time, we've got an order block here, 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 here. So there's a lot of price action going on in that area. So we just need to also trade it with caution. But for now, I feel like these sells can still drop, like I said, all the way to the 800 EMA or anywhere within this range here. There's definitely liquidity lying below 35.20. So price might still want to come interact with this area before maybe they continue pushing up. So for now, where can we enter here? If we get a retracement here, we can look for a continuation down. So my current point of interest for now, based on the price action I'm looking at, would be 35.63, and it would also be this zone here at 35.58. So from 35.58 to 35.63, you can put a sell limit, but at the same time, just be in mind, price can still want to come above here. They can still want to come retest here before that sell happens. So if you have entries on these points, just calculate your lows there and see if you'll be able to hold. Should price retrace all the way up before pushing down. But otherwise, that's my view on C500. C1000 sort of disappointed me yesterday because I was actually, we had this setup, I shared this setup right initially, and this was the order block. So on this move, I scaled in here, which sort of messed up my risk because the proper stop loss would have been outside this range from where the peak was created, right? So price came back, stop loss was here, so they took me out, and they just came tapped into this order block here. Then they continued that sell, retraced a bit into the zone, then melted from midnight onwards. So that one I missed. I wasn't in this trade. I even ran a fib here from this high to this low. Yeah, I ran a fib, and I was watching how price was reacting with this level 61.8 and the equilibrium, and they came to slightly above 61.8 before they created a fresh pattern. Then they dropped, and the pattern continued painting with each peak break in the retest and a nice drop there. So today we might get a flip zone here, continuation to the downside, but I just want to confirm where our price is leaning. Okay, looks okay. Let me remove this. Looks like week daily is bearish, right? We have to agree there. We look like we're bearish, and the bearish move is price potentially coming to bounce off this area here. So I've got a bearish bias, not much of a week to the top side of the today, which makes me believe this price might still want to come interact with either the high of today. Let's see if it's going to line up with this broken zone. So here we've got a break, a retest. So are we coming back up here? Are we coming back there? Let's see. So we have a potential, yes, we might come back up there because price will then take out today's high and potentially react in any of these areas, with this being the extreme. So where price can see a new high, create a new pattern, then sell from there. That's my current view. Sells from here, I'm not really too confident with them, but they can still play out because we've got a supply zone there on each one, so they can still play out. Though I still want to see price at least take out this high, maybe come take out today's high before I start looking for a sell pattern. So see 1000, I'll be waiting for it on today's high around 61.40. That's my point of interest. If we get to 61.40, I'll wait for a pattern. If it paints, then we can take the sell. That's my view on C1. C3 was selling from early hours. We've tapped into some zones there. Safe sell would be below this price area. So this is 4 hour, right? So the highest high of this week, if we break this order block, that will be the safest sell, confirmed by a break of this order block here. Okay, so we'll see how that plays out. Looking at H1, price can also potentially retrace all the way up to this order block here. So that will be around 3150, 3155. So around 3150 area, we start looking for a potential sell pattern. But otherwise, again, from here, you can see prices breaking these levels and continuing to push up. So it's sort of being delivered to the upside. But if we get a reaction here, then we could anticipate a potential reversal for price to start pushing back to the downside. So this is just an anticipation. We'll see how price paints as the day goes. Then going to be one. Let's see what we have. But remember, we took buys. We're looking at buys, and we had a safe buy around 14,240 yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. But the runner was taken out. Price didn't push up. They didn't break any of these zones we had. So they pushed back down. Now we see they are reacting off this level here. So are we still pushing up or are we coming down? We're still not yet sure here. So for confirmation of buys, we need a break above this area, or we need a break of today's high. Once we get a break and a retest, that will be a clean buy for B1000. Then to the downside, still feel like price can be delivered to the downside. So let's just check daily. Okay, again, price is right on the 13 EMA. That's why you're seeing so many price is not moving and you have so many stop hands there. So still we can deliver price to the top side based on yesterday's close. We still close about the 13, so there is probability that we can actually be bullish. So for us to be bullish, we need to break above today's highs, potentially retest, and we'll definitely see price making a run all the way to 14,380 or 14,400 area. But we need our confirmation here. So if we don't get a confirmation, then price will potentially be coming towards this liquidity on the bottom side. So once we take out this liquidity, we're still expecting price to give us that run to the upside. That's another point of interest there. Then we also have this order block. I think it was from yesterday. Let's see. Right, it was from open price yesterday, right here. So that's where prices are reacting. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We'll keep stalking on B1000. If price comes to our points of interest, we just have to execute. Then going to B500. B500 mentioned buys on 51.64. That's a runner, short term. We created a peak, and right now, if we get a break above this order block here, we should buy and hold. Let's see. Okay, price broke this, pushed up, retraced, pushed up. This is a retracement, so I'm looking at this as a reaction to some supply zones here or a support zone there. So that's where my buying bias is coming from, and also still trading about the 13 EMA, which means we are still bullish. 4-hour zone is the one which has been respected here together with the 50 EMA. Right, so we also have a 4-hour order block here. So as soon as we come above the 15-minute OB right here, we're going to buy. As soon as they come above the 4-hour order block, we're going to scale in. And we're looking forward for price to come towards today, this week's highs. So that'll be 52.80 as a potential target. And we're looking for buys anyway from the first runner we had, which is 51.64, to current market price, to the break of this order block and the break of this order block. Those are all potential entries. So again, we should stalk on this one closely because it looks like it's in motion. So you should just get ready for buys if you are not already in the buy. Okay, then going to J10. Let's see what happened to J10 yesterday. With lovely buys here. This one played out to the T. I remember we were anticipating a certain candle to create a wick on this red line we marked. So right from the break, price pushed to the target area. They came back, they retested, pushed back again to the target area. So those were the two entries we had yesterday. So looking at it for today, let's see. So price can potentially interact with the 13 EMA, or they might sell from current market price because this looks like a flip zone area. We've got these lows here, price played around that area, retested. So if we retest this area again, then we should definitely look for sells. So for us to actually sell, I still feel price will interact with the 50 EMA, which is also possible. 4 hour going towards the 200 EMA. So I want to see price create a sell pattern somewhere around let's see, around the 800 EMA on H1. So if you create a pattern there, I'll be looking forward for sells. The sell can be a retracement to this push up, right? Or the sell can be a reversal like this. So either way, if we get a pattern around this area, we're going to take sells, but I'll confirm later on in the day as the price progresses. V2501S, I remember we left it here. We're waiting for a break below these lows for us to take safe sells. So still watching price, nothing much there. Okay, let's see if we might get something here. So we've got this order block here, which has been retested. Price can extend to these highs, just coming to the top of the order block to interact with the 200 EMA and potentially get into this fair value gap here. Then if we get a pattern here, we're definitely going to look for a good sell opportunity there, which we can potentially hold until they get to they break the daily area we want. Then we can scale in and this can become a swing trade. So for now, that's my current view. I'd love to see price come back towards today's highs, then see how they react around that area. If they also create an extended leg, that will also be a clear sign to actually sell. So that's it for V2501S J10. We're waiting for it. B5, we're waiting for a break of this breaker. B1000, we're stalking on it. C3, waiting for price to react around this area. C1, we're stalking on it. C5 also stalking. So for now, my main priority is B5 because this particular pattern here has got high chances of playing out, going back up to this level here. 5280 possible targets, but again, if they come to this area, then we can start scaling out because price can still come respect this area and push down. So we can scale out here, but we can still target 5280, which is these highs here. So yeah, let's see how today goes. Hopefully it will be a good day. If there's any questions, you guys can still send me messages in the Telegram group, or you can WhatsApp me if you've got my number. Apart from that, have a good day, good trading.